good morning. Sorry Cat from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. Good morning, and it is the morning. It's just part of the morning, but still the morning. So I managed to get it done before the morning. Yay! No, yesterday was so crazy, absolutely so crazy. For to say, just trying to get everything done. This morning I was doing the leaves. This morning, the weather yesterday was absolutely ballistic. And when I'm saying that, for instance, because the last few weeks, it's been raining, and we've been in the hot season here in Thailand, and now it's gone down to the rainy season. Now the temperature can go from about 40 degrees, drop all the way down to in the 20s, high 20s. Now the thing, we've been used to the 40 degrees. Now we drop the 20s, and you got like more fresher, and it's raining and whatever, but it's cloudier, and you kind of missed seeing the blue sky. Like we've got blue sky at the moment, and so it's different. And suddenly yesterday I went for a run and a swim and a yoga, and was at the beach, and I came back. I was busy working, and damn, the temperature's flown way back up, into the high 30s, and it really felt that all day, all evening as well. Wow, it was just, so you're not kind of used to it. It's like, whoa, but also because I was running as well, I was doing physical exercise. Today's been a bit different, etc. It's a bit cooler, but I've been doing the leaves outside. We have these big mango trees, if you don't know, and for instance, and the guy, for instance, who runs the area, for instance, he's kind of like, he's the boss, etc. But he's kind of the family boss. But he's a nice guy, for instance. But he also, for instance, suffers from bad health. So I help him out. So, for instance, I do it free of charge. Blah blah blah. Anyway, sometimes I get a bottle of Coke. Sometimes I get nothing. So I must go. But it is what it is. A small bottle of Coke. Anyway, but other than that, Coca-Cola. Not my favourite drink, but but it's good. It's good for sugar. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on. Okay. So it is Palahasabodi Thursday. For instance, the craziness of the last few days have actually with transfers and everything. I've kind of calmed down a little bit. For instance, I've been entertaining myself by watching United fans going through their predictions of the season, and it's just unbelievable. You listen to United fans and where they predicted United to finish this season, and it's all in the top half of the season table. Oh, we were going to finish fourth or third or whatever. It's just he's like deluded. I listen to United fans on the radio at the moment, and they're talking about how the fact that we'll get rid of him, or he will go, we'll get this new guy in, for instance, and we'll be back next season. I'm like, what? It's just ludicrous. I just can't stand this lot at all. But it's just typical United. And yesterday, going over to Malaysia yesterday. Welcome to Southeast Asia, and it's just. And then playing against, going for an open bus ride in Malaysia around in Kuala Lumpur, and then going around and then losing to 1-0 to a team who had just been the All Stars, with a guy who's leading called Sergio Aguero. And not only that, for instance, not only that is the fact that United are. It's for instance, it's their third game. I think they lost the first game, won the second one, and it was their third game ever playing together as a team, and beat United. It just gets better and better and better. And and Amarin called out the team and everything. It's just hilariously funny. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. And so I was go, but and then Chelsea winning the cup, and they've won everything now. Wonderful Chelsea, it wasn't good. And for instance, Jamie O'Hara, I was thinking, he said, well, Real Madrid or a top team is not going to win that trophy, is because they'll never be in that competition. And who did he beat? Shamrock Rovers, for instance. Absolutely. So it's just hilarious. But and again, it's a trophy. Win it, congratulations. But please don't make it more than what it is. You know, for instance, and Real Betis, around Manuel Pellegrini. I feel sorry for him. He had Anthony. Of course, Anthony never turned up as per usual. For instance, but yeah, he's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Um, well, you know, okay, you won it, and but you got UEFA's got to now think, and UEFA's got to think about these in competitions because they're just becoming chicken feed to the Premier League now. For instance, yeah, because Aston Villa in UEFA next week, yeah, next year, and will they beat that win that? Would not Forest win the same cup next season? More than likely. So, but anyway, so let's move on. Manchester City. The good news, the really good news, is that Reijnders, reports in Italy indicating Channel Reijnders to Man City is close completion. It appears that, for instance, the deal now, for instance, is getting very, very close. And again, a team of City players were out in Italy at the moment, tying things up, etc. But it appears that they've given AC Milan a offer, and it appears that it's favourable for AC Milan. So I believe the 26-year-old looks like he's on his way to Manchester City for the start of the Club World Cup, which is brilliant. So getting him in early, so that's brilliant. So welcome to Man City. Oh no, I'm not say it yet. I'm not say it yet. You know how much I love the media, but it looks good. It looks good. And then we can focus on Chersky. For instance, yeah, Man City received a very good proposal from AC Milan received a very good proposal for AC Milan for Tino Reijnders, and the talks are very positive with Man City wanting the deal done in the next few days. So, yeah, and Reijnders already said he's said yes to the move, and the deal is almost done on the player side. Excellent. So, but highly reported. Yeah. So, yeah. So, what was I saying then? Then we can turn to Chersky, which I've never seen City fans so excited about three players: Reijnders, Chersky, and Antonua. Is how you pronounce his name? Yeah, but absolutely fantastic. So I hope they get these three deals across the line because they both all three of them look amazing, tackling tables. None of these pass. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let's go talk about other deal. Now, Man City have now firmly moved to Porto's Diego Costa as their main goalkeeping target of the summer after Espanyol's Juan Garcia narrowed his options down to Newcastle or Barcelona. Right. Well, I'm not sure about that bit. You know, because I heard that, for instance, Man City had an agreement in place. Barcelona also had an agreement in place, but his entourage actually won. It's like the Verts thing all over again. He wants to keep him but in Spain. So, but now people are saying now, for instance, Man City basically turned their attention to Tiago Costa, who was our favourite in the beginning, and the mere fact that we were going for this other guy was a ploy. Let's see how this works out. But if we get, it is sad because knowing that, for instance, Eddie could or Stefan Ortega could be out the door. I don't know, one or maybe two. I don't know. We'll see what's happening. But it looks like we're focusing our attention heavily on Diego Costa and Hugo Viana. Knows the guys, I believe. So yeah, quarterbacks. 1st of January, you come to Thailand. You not wearing a helmet, for instance, it'll go from 500. If you get caught not wearing a helmet, it goes from 500 baht. Let's go to 2,000 baht. They're really, really trying to crack down on people wearing helmets now, which is brilliant. I think for foreigners it should be twice as much. This now I knew this was going to happen. Now these three coaches have moved on. Juan Melillo is his contract is ended. He also wants to go back to Spain. For instance, he was again for instance he was Pep Guardiola's assistant. He moved out to Saudi Arabia, come back, and for instance, but he had a contract. Contract's gone up. Now he wants to move back to Spain. his prerogative, an old man, older generation man, for instance, and maybe he just wants to go back to his family. Who knows? It's not a big deal. The Indio Domenico, again, his contract's up. Man City not renewing it, whatever. He's moving on. Maybe looking at the tactics. Maybe looking at the way the team's playing. Maybe looking for something different. Carlos Vince, he's been offered a job, what's it called, as a manager. So I think that's the reason why he's going. So it's not a big deal, but I knew the media would make it a big deal. It's not a big deal. These things happen. Players, you got Newcastle sporting director Paul Mitchell, for instance, he's gone. That's more of a big deal than these three. But the media, I'm sure, will make it a big deal, and they are making it a big deal. So, for instance, it's not. Let's move on. So we're also bringing the under 21s coach through, was it Ben Wilkinson, and his assistant coach Jane Mudder. Bringing them in because we need coaches for the FIFA World Cup, and they're coming in. I don't know whether they're coming to see how it works out, or we're going to come in permanently. But those are coming in to assist Pep at the Club World Cup, which we need to get on board with because this is going to be an exciting tournament. These are teams. England maybe don't care about the Club World Cup, whatever, but a lot of teams, especially in South America and Southeast Asia, blah blah, this is a massive thing for them. So really got to focus on it. Khaldoon Malbarak's end of season interview is on its way. We're all looking for him to see what he says. It could be very interesting about the Chargers and his feeling for the season, and and everything. So but it's just going to be interesting to see what he has to say. Jack Grealish, appears that Jack Grealish, there's offers, maybe offers, it appears that he's leaving for about 40 million. I don't know if it's true or not, again, this is what the media is saying. Appears that it was a Geordie media who were talking about how the fact that he's been linked with Newcastle. The fee is not too bad, but it's the wages which could be an issue. So whether Man City help them out, I don't know. Who knows? But if he's going on loan, but one idea is to him to go to Newcastle. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I don't want to see Jack go, but there you go. Bernardo Silva, who's been linked with Galatasaray. Now, previously, I expected Bernardo to see out his contract, then go pop off to Portugal, to Benfica. But it appears that, for instance, and then got the impression that he was going to stay, see out his contract, and then go. But it appears that, for instance, Galatasaray is coming for him. Now, I would expect that, for instance, it was going to be Ilkay Gundogan. For instance, go to Galatasaray, Galatasaray interesting Ilkay Gundogan. But it appears that Galatasaray is coming for Bernardo Silva. Now, with the input of the new guys for Reijnders and Turkish, is he going to get more games? He's going to get less games. Is these things going to be different? Yeah, Oscar Bob's come back. So, for instance, I know Pep's favourite, is Bernardo Silva. So, who knows whether he's going to stay with City or go. So for instance, let's see how this goes. I think it will divide the opinion a lot. I think a lot of City fans will want to see back of Bernardo Silva. Me personally, I think he's still a great player, and it's not as good as he was. But for instance, the sign's not been as great this season. Great goal against Bournemouth, for instance, and he can go ghost in certain games, but also I think he's still got a bit, to show. So let's see what happens there with Galatasaray. See if it's a proper offer. So it's a set piece coach and an assistant manager. That's what we're looking at for City. So we'll see what happens. Jacob Wright's gone to Norwich City for £3 million. The Kevin De Bruyne and Napoli looks closer more than anything else. So it'd be nice to see Jack at Newcastle. For instance, I think he would do well there. Bernardo Silva wants him. What else? That's it. Diego Costa. We know that. Bum, 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 bum. Just going through anything else of any interest. Richard Tiara Reijnders, yeah, deal's very close now. And that's it, basically, yeah. So we'll see what happens. So it's great about Reijnders. I hope we can get him in. And Turkey, I think a lot of City fans. Thierry Henry was coming out and slagging him off yesterday, so that would drive him mad, saying he wasn't a great defensive player. So I don't know. Is he saying that so he puts Man City off so he goes off to Arsenal? Who knows? But there's a lot of business that's going to be done by a lot of teams. Transfer window opens on Sunday. For instance, and I hope we're the first ones to get across the line. Liverpool building, Arsenal building. A lot of players are going to go different places. So it's a good availability of players as well. Some really good quality players. And if Man City get our lot through, for instance, I'd be delighted. Absolutely, really, really delighted. And going into the Club World Cup, which I'm really looking forward to. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking, what's on your mind as well. Are you happy? Would you be happy to see Bernardo go? Would you be happy to see who are you looking forward to coming in? Please tell me. Let me know. What's it called? I always like a conversation with good City fans from around the world. Yeah, it's good. It's exciting. And there's a certain degree of peace now after the verse thing, and four does go into one. So yeah, and if we can get this guy over the line, this Reijnders over the line, that really really put the bit of a win. Usual, yeah. Yeah, really looking forward to the for the next couple of weeks. So as we lead up to the Club World Cup. Love you, leave you. So I'll speak to you tomorrow, one one Friday. So other than that, take care. Sorry, cat from Thailand.